Hi, Nana, don't tell me I did all that talking and nothing happened. Guys, I'm at my kid's school to pick her up, and the bell is about to ring in a minute. And I spoke so much on this video, and it's crazy that I don't know, I deleted. I'm also dressed like this. It's summer. I'm in the same February as you guys. But I was cold in the morning. I was really cold in the morning. I don't know if it's because I washed my hair. And as I am left with my condos, I was washing my condos. So here, the bell is ringing. School is out. Okay, let me stop rambling before I lose this video. I wanted to talk about the many things that I want to talk about on this platform. And I know I've been saying this over and over again. I've got so many things in my heart and in my mind that I want to talk about. I want to share. I'm in my mid-40s, guys. There's a lot of life experiences. And when I'm in mid-40s, I'm asfanani achilo babes kuthi asfanani, you know. But I'll talk about me. In this instance, I am a girl that's been actively active in her life in a lot of ways. So me saying that is to say that when you're active, I'll make an example. When you start a business, you're going to encounter a lot of problems. Unlike someone that never started a business before, you're going to encounter a lot of problems with your employees, with the people you employ, with your stock, with your staff, with decision making, with making mistakes. And then you're going to grow into it. And then with time, you become better at it. And then you can tell the ones coming behind you, coming after you, ukuthi so that girl is me. Kube kuningi, guys, kube kuningi engikwenzile empilweni. Therefore, I think I have a lot to share and to advise, and I have a lot of opinions and stuff. Why am I not talking about all these things that I've experienced in life? Is cause I've made a conclusion last night. I had my camera and my tripod up, and I thought, I'm so scared. One, I'm scared of my opinions being out there and having to argue with people, because right now I'm a mother, yes, and because of my opinions. And why do we have to fight? No, we don't. You know, sometimes you have to explain your opinions and that, but people can bring you to that place of, you never know. Let me just say, you never know when you're dealing with people. So, two, I want to tell you a story. There was a time when Facebook started. I left my gadgets. Let me pause a bit. Guys, let me tell you a story. When Facebook started, I was there. Pakati inside. I think for a couple of months, I had 14 people that I was following. I don't know if they had following me back or not, but I remember I had these 14 people that I used to engage with on a daily, and they were strangers, and it was weird. So there was a morning I was driving to work, and I was listening to DJ Spoo 99.2. I was listening to YFM, and DJ Spoo was talking about this Facebook. So my man, there's this platform, it's called Facebook. Facebook. And so on this Facebook, you get to connect, if you haven't seen your relatives for a very long time, you can now at least be able to check on your people, check on your old friends. Maybe if your friend is staying overseas, my man, you can be able now to talk with them, check on how they're doing. The explanation was so shallow, guys, because I don't even think he realized how these platforms are going to take this big world that we thought it was and shrink it to this small world that we live in right now. That I might comment on Tyrese's post and he likes it. True story, that happened this morning. Very commonly these days, everybody's engaging with everyone. But at the time, that was very far-fetched. 2, Tyrus was my childhood crush. I would have never thought in my wildest dreams, Guti, ngakwazi ngisho ukukhuluma naye, you know. So commenting on his post and him responding, one person yokukhuluma no Tyrese. You would reach out to Tyrese and he agrees. You don't understand how far-fetched that notion was when Facebook started. Maybe you do. Maybe you were there, but if you were not, trust me, it was such a far-fetched concept. So, this platform is up. I am 26, I think, when I got into Facebook. It was the same year. Couple of months into it. I never slept on myself, actually, Mina, throughout my life. Mina. But I never did. So, I hopped on, yabo, instantly. And the very first person I followed was Yana Utujesmo. And then there was a lady called Maud. I want to put Maud, yes. Maud was my friend on Facebook for a very long time. It's just that I don't see her on Facebook so much anymore because maybe I'm not on Facebook so much anymore. I'm actually barely on Facebook. So what happens is that when I post something on Instagram, it feeds into Facebook. So you might see my posts on Facebook, but I'm barely on Facebook. And guys, my name is Ausie Nthabi, and all my social platforms are Ausie Nthabi. I want to be very active on my Instagram this year and TikTok. We'll see how it goes. I still have to conceptualize on how I'm going to structure this thing. I want to put myself out there to start working with brands, so I need to be active in other platforms. So my name is Ausie Nthabi in all platforms, and a follow would be highly and greatly appreciated. So guessing Facebook. So Facebook was confusing. We didn't know what we were supposed to do here. Yeah, so we'd post everything. You post the ruler in the office. You just post terrible camera, terrible pictures. And then there was this box. I think it was called a comment box. At the time, it was not statuses or whatever. It was called the comment box. This thing allows you to type everything or anything in your mind, and people respond. So you engage with people. And I think back then when Facebook started, we used to argue. Yeah, everybody would have their own opinion. Peace, agree, you know, it was just that thing. Now, I'm 26. I'm hopping onto this thing. Any and everything in my mind on a daily. Everything that is happening that is on my mind, I've got access to this comment that I can share these thoughts that I have with these strange 14 people that I have here. And then these people, it grows. And then one day I've got 27 people that are following me. I've got 30 people. I've got 50 people. So with 500 people, you know, people are just following you. And the more you speak your mind, the more you have this engagement with all these strangers and your friends and family. And it's crazy when I tell you, at the age of 26, I look at some of the things that I posted, which some I have deleted, and some of them I cringe. I cringe and I worry with my God, is this how I thought? Is this how I looked at life? And not to be hard on myself, I was young, you know. And maybe I really thought things like that at the time. But the kind of things that make me cringe are the things that I could have spoken of out of privilege. I could have mentioned out of carelessness or inconsiderate of other people's feelings or of other people that are not in the same situation as mine. So around that time is the time I was just engaged, about to be married, and so yeah, and I mean, life was going well. Life was going really well. Had just bought my second property, Olivedale, and you can imagine how a young girl that I had already just traveled the world. I've been traveling, guys, and some of my travels, unfortunately, I don't even have pictures for them because angisazi nalamafoni besiwasebenzisa le codec encane because kudala ngikhona. I told you I'm in my mid-40s, so khale nje into letha ha. And then after lama codec la kwaba ama Nokia. I mean dinepe tsa di Nokia motho ka di thola kae. So if it's not the pictures that I had printed, most of my pictures and life travel experiences I've lost. So you can imagine a young girl that's traveled and things were seemingly going really well for me in my life, you know. So you can imagine, and talking things from a lack of experience. There is a thing about when you are young and you have never experienced hardship that you believe things will always be that smooth. You believe Guti life is a pink cloud for you to lie on, and this is your destiny. This is what God has in store for you. So yeah, I wanted to just say with my conclusion of not talking or not speaking my mind and not sharing my opinions and my experiences, there's a little bit of fear of how vocal I used to be on that platform when I was younger and I didn't know any better. And life has a way of making you experience things that you shan't on. This year's experience. And I have had that happen to me. You know, and I'm speaking from a place of wisdom right now. I'm speaking from a place of growth. And but yeah. So I don't put myself out there. Start speaking my mind on things that I'm going to look back at in my mid-50s and cringe. And I don't think so. But the thing is, I never thought so then. Well, the thing is then, nothing was ever thought through. And the difference about it now is that before I even sit down, I'm thinking through these things. I don't ever want to find myself in a space of speaking from a privilege point and having disregard of other people's positions because I don't understand them. Guys, I hope you understand us. Point is, there is a little bit of fear, but I shall conquer it. Please let me know down below if you think you want to hear my stories, one, learn and hear my opinions on certain matters of life. Guys, there is a place for therapy for dogs. Anyway, Panda's here for a nice grooming. It's a morning. Panda. Want to take a video of him?
And then as soon as it's done, I'll send you a WhatsApp.
Yeah. Kelly, I'll go to Helen. Bam. Bam. Thank you. Guys, these pens have pockets, so that's why I feel nice. Hi guys, welcome to my channel. That was my drip. I love these pens. I got them from Pick and Pay? I got them from Pick and Pay. Guys, cooking lunch. I'm already done with lunch. It's 1:45. We should have eaten a long time ago with my daughter, but we were expecting guests. The same guest that never really cancels. That cancels on me, but never really sends a message to excuse herself. I know she's gonna see this. I'm kind of pissed off this time, you know. I don't like unreliable people. I'm in an age where being considerate is very important to me. If I'm not able to say something, or someone's not able to say something, I can never force anyone to do anything. In fact, I'm the most understanding person. If you're not able to do something, or not able to come, or not able to make it, you just have to say. You just have to send a message and say, Ish, I know I promised, but I can't make it anymore. You can say wow if you want. Even if you don't, it's okay. Like, it's okay. It's okay. What can we do? I do cancel on things also myself, but just being considerate, you know. I have learned on Instagram lately that rice, having it stay in your fridge for over 24 hours is not good, because it releases some toxin. It has a name. I'll find it and I'll put it up here. And that toxin is not good for our gut. And it's one of the toxins that cause liver cancer. Liver cancer? Yeah. So I don't know how true that is, but I also don't want to be stubborn. I haven't done proper research on it, but if information lands on my lap, I don't want to argue with it and be stubborn and not take it in. So because of that, I try very hard these days to not make too much rice. Also, it's me and Lily most of the times in the house, so I make just a little bit for us to go by a day. If whatever's left, we quickly eat it the following day. But even if I cook as much as we can finish for the day, that's enough. So I'm saying this to say that the inconvenience of a friend that says she's coming over for lunch is me cooking a lot of food. We've made up extra meat. I've cooked more rice than I normally would, and it's kind of pissing me off, because I didn't have to cook so much. I was going to cook, we were going to eat, but the quantities changed because of you. So be considerate. Sibadala. Be considerate, you know. And the thing of not sending a message and saying I'm not coming, that's borderline disrespect. Anyway, this is where I am. I'm gonna dish up and and we're gonna have lunch with my daughter, and it's a Sunday. We're gonna take it easy. The weather's gloomy outside. We're gonna take it easy, maybe watch a movie. I came back on Monday from my travel. I was in Ghana. Ghana, ne? Yeah, but it's a beautiful country. So ever since I've been back, what did I want to say? I have not really spent time with my kids, and unfortunately there's only one in the house this weekend, but I guess I'll spend a proper nice weekend with them too next weekend. There's something I wanted to say. I've lost my train of thought. Guys, I'm hungry. Let me dish up and I shall chat with you guys later. Bye. Now that we're found love. Slicing in as a sweet potato. The only thing that could be in the sweet potato that's not good for him, and yes, because I've got a bit of butter, well, caramelized sugar. I put butter, sugar, and cinnamon, caramelized it, and then I threw them in. That's why they have that bit of brown, but I don't think it's gonna kill them. Yes, go. Yeah, those faces that you make. That's good. Is good. Yes.
That the more chaotic you do them, the better. Having different shades also makes them more natural looking. I'm gonna do a little bit of blush. I think I'm gonna go with this one from Milk Makeup. Okay, I just put a little bit of mascara and did my hair. And I wanted to show you one last makeup favorite. Okay, it's two. It's this mascara from Too Faced, and it's the brown one. It just looks more natural. It looks better. Just trust me on that. But by the way, Clinique gifted me this one. This is their high impact full volume mascara. I tend to use this one when I go out, but this one I use like on an everyday basis. The last thing I'm going to show you is this. This is like a balm for your face. I used to like do this really shimmery highlight, and now I rather prefer these more of a balm formula. It's like a gloss for your face. It's like an expensive sweat. Is it real sweat? I'm a high performance athlete. This is real sweat. I'm a little scared what's gonna happen to her, but I feel like C is a healthy choice, so she should be fine. I got myself a book, guys, and I really wanted to get this book. Her style is just so timeless. My coffee table situation always changes, but here's how it looks now. I have this candle from Jamalone. It was actually
Guys, I'm back to Maybelline.
I got these, as you can see, from Zara Home. This is an ashtray, but since I don't smoke, I don't use it. And I put the leftover matches here. Here we have this, what is this called? It's from Spicy Ceramics. I'm absolutely
I've got this old situation. This is really old. This is maybe 3 years old and it's still here. So my favorite part is almost finished, but I like this one also. And I also have this pink blush. I got it from MAC a while ago. It's also like, yeah, guys, maybe 4 years old. These things don't finish, or maybe I don't use them as much. So I mix this brownish, this is like tone of my skin, and this, because it's shimmer, I like the shimmer. And this also shimmers, but it also shimmers, but a little less than the brown. So I mix them together just to give myself a little highlight. And this brush I will use it on both cheeks. And like, you know me, guys, a little bit. Less is more for me. That's my name. I don't know if you can see it. But yeah, that's it. That's my chick. Less is more for me, guys. We're going to church with Lily, and then we're gonna go grab lunch somewhere. So I shall chat with you guys later. I'm wearing a jersey in this summer day because it's very hot. I mean, it's very cold. It's very nippy outside. It's very gloomy. But but we'll figure it out. We'll see. I'll have to just stick it out. I'm wearing this. I'll show you my top. Hey guys. Guys, I found this bag of mine. Marc by Marc Jacobs. This is a good leather bag. I've had it for so long. And I've had it for a while, and it's a tote bag. So I just realized this jersey like this. Okay. Ooh, I smell so good. We are off to church, Nolili. Why cute so? Hey guys, get cute. Get cancel it, blushy. Get the makeup today, wait. And then my eyes are blue. You can see my blue liners to match my jeans and my tote bag. And I've got sneakers on. Get some my Lily. Come, babe. That's my baby. And then it's up. This is not a jersey.
Isn't this a jersey?
No. It's either you take this out and just wear this. Where's the string, Zala?
I'm not sure. I didn't see.
I'm gonna mail for my top by two. Okay, but anyway, I'm enjoying this. At least I think I'm going to enjoy it. Guys, I almost threw this bag away. This is one of the bags that I had. I've got a bag of bags. So sometimes things get out of style and you don't necessarily want to throw them away because you're hoping they'll be back in style. It's just the hard way. The hard way is a lot for me. Guys, you know me. So I was looking at it and thinking, at least I can adjust the strip. I was looking at it and thinking, maybe I could get somebody to remove it at the shoemaker or something. I can get them to remove this hardware, guys. But it's just great quality leather bag. So I'm really glad I did not throw this away. And funny, it smells so fresh. I don't know if Marc by Marc Jacobs is a thing, but I never care about those things when I buy stuff. I never care about labels so much. I know that's very cheesy to say, but I don't. I never have, you know? Not that I don't have things that they didn't label. Some things are really nice and I just want to buy them. What I'm saying is, I don't buy things because of their brands. Actually, I don't. I buy things because I like them, because they look beautiful. But do I have branded items? Of course I do. Because some branded items are beautiful. And it's nice to just have class. I don't even know what brand. I don't even know this Marc by Marc Jacobs is. I'm honestly telling you the truth. I just saw a nice pink bag some couple of years ago and I bought it. But I just want to check if this Marc by Marc Jacobs is a thing or not. Because I honestly don't know. Guys, we are on time. And then Mas Pumalapo, we're probably going to grab something to eat. Or go to the shops rather. Get some vegetables, come home and cook. Yeah, I think we should do that. Okay, let's go. So, when? Yeah. Maybe it's the way you're dressed, but you don't. Let me see you. She says she looks old. She says she feels old.
I look cute too.
No, you don't look 18 at all. You look 13. Yeah, it's you in Bali. Should we do the Checkers or the Woolies? Hello, thank you, thank you. Guys, can you believe we're comparing teeth?
Hello.
This one, what do you need? I asked the waiter when he gets here. Just chill. Can I also get you someone for the Wi-Fi password? Guys, we're comparing teeth. This one has my teeth. And just because me saying him dala, gap. Guys, I also don't know where this gap comes from. But I see my mother also has it now. But I never used to have it. So I'm sure my mother never used to have it because I've got my mom's teeth. So, segune gap lana. And then they're not as straight as hers. Now she wants to argue with me. No, yena. Asamazinyo akelanga. Awamakrom. It was so cool one day. And I wish your kids take your teeth, or let's say my teeth. Oh, I'm limousine. So this is giving us really cool.